Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brandon Evans with Premier Racing Setups. Today we're going to go through a walkthrough of Kansas Speedway in the NextGen car. This is a great track, multiple lanes, multiple grooves, and home of the closest NASCAR finish in history. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you 2 laps, 2 different methods here. We'll watch the first lap right there. All right, so backing up to this lap, I did something here on this lap that I'm not going to do on the second lap, just to kind of show you the difference and what I think you should do in a race versus what some might have the capability to do, but you'll pay for it on the right rear tire heat later, and that is to not fully lift around the racetrack. You can do that in dirty air. You're probably not going to be able to do that. But on fresh tires, you most certainly can just full send it here. As you can see, I didn't get really any lower than maybe about 30%, but I'm barely halfway through the corner. I'm already full speed at this point. 3 and 4, you're going to lift a little bit more. Whoops. The shoe eye is giving me grief. Hit the wrong button. All right, so same thing. You're gonna lift a little bit more in this corner because the wind is typically blowing right at you in this corner. You want to walk it up the track. See here, I'm kind of using these dots as reference points. I don't really want to be above this dot coming out of this corner, and you want to get a nice, good straight exit, and then cut back down to the bottom. Now on this next lap, I'm not gonna keep my foot in the gas. I'm gonna fully lift, and in my opinion, you want to try to do that as best you can to save the tires on this car, because especially in dirty air, it just gets too much throttle, and if you catch dirty air, you're going to go right up the racetrack and hit the fence. So as you can see, I fully lifted in this corner. I'm using these dots right here as kind of my reference in turn 3, and this caution light that you can kind of see right here. Is a pretty good indicator of where you should be lifting. Maybe a little bit beyond that early run, and then you want to start backing that up so you don't hit the fence. It's very, very easy to walk the car up the track and walk it too far. And especially if you're trying to crawl under somebody or pass on the bottom, do what you need to do. You really got to be mindful of that dirty air, either in front of you and or on the right side, because it'll take all the air off that spoiler and it'll make the car very unbalanced. So you want to be very careful with that. I'm going to show you one more hot lap, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, that's all we have for you this week. Again, I'm Brandon Evans with Premier Racing Setups, home of 2 builders and 1 setup shop. The best deal on iRacing for the NextGen car. Only $20 a month. Get you all the setups each week. Reach out. Let us know if you need anything. We appreciate you, and have a good race week. Thanks.